Hi, this is Tisha Montano, and I'm recording the dispositions questions for EDU 525. And here they are. What dispositions do you possess that you think make you a successful teacher? I will provide a positive environment for each student, ensuring that there is support as well as realistic expectations for each and every student. And what I mean by realistic expectations is that I'm not going to be expecting students that aren't familiar with the lesson plans to be coming into school the next day understanding what we just went over. Of course, no one is going to learn at the same pace, so I'm going to be realistic with expecting that. Also, it is important that I provide a happy classroom. I have a positive attitude and I have energy and I'm very enthusiastic and I can't wait to see the students, and I really let them know how important they are. You know, that's very important for a student to walk in a classroom where they feel like they can't wait to go to school. Them having that feeling is very important. And I think every student needs to know that their teacher believes in them. And I definitely believe in my students, and they know that when they come into the room. That's the first thing that they recognize. And the second question is, what dispositions do you need on a what dispositions do I need to work on before I enter my first year of my own classroom? I think the most important disposition that I need to work on is realizing that every student is not the same and that they do not learn at the same pace. And some aspects of me is realistic to that, but another part of me sometimes isn't aware of that. So I really need to take it slow and make sure that the lesson plans are developed for each and every student individually. Also, you know, some students are from the neighborhood or they're from the area where the school is located, and some students aren't. Some students don't even really speak English that well. So time needs to be taken and diverse measures need to be implemented within the classroom to ensure that, you know, the students are learning correctly. I think I might have some difficulty, but I'm going to try my best to make sure that everything is done in a correct manner for sure. And the last question is, what does a professional educator look like? And how do they behave? What standards guide their thinking and their actions? And this is what I said. I said that there's a list of expectations and exercises that professional educators have, and it's probably a very long list, and I probably can't list everything that I think a professional educator should do, but I know what's very important is that professional educators hold themselves to high standards, and that the first thing that students should see when they recognize or see when they come across a professional educator is their integrity. I think that should be at the top of the list. That shows their character, and it also, you know, puts them in a different position. I think that's very important. I also think that they realize that they're role models. Professional educators know that students look up to them, so they have to act a certain way. They have to act accordingly to a professional. They can't be involved in any, you know, disagreements or any type of bad behavior within a school setting, within colleagues or students, and they have to act a certain way because students are using them as role models. They're looking up to them for advice. They're looking up to them for help. They're looking up to them, you know, as a figure in their lives when they're going through school. So it's important that they see the best part of a professional educator. And I also think the most important part of a professional educator is that you're constantly making different lessons and different plans, and you're constantly implementing things in your classroom. And you're always teaching, no matter if you're going to school early or you're staying later, to make sure that a student understands what the lesson plan was. But as you're teaching, you're always learning. So it's important to realize that you never stop learning while you're teaching. And those are my answers for the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed my view, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.